Oh, for goodness sake. It's meant to be on the Harry setting. Yeah, there we go.
100 miles north of the UK mainland stands a special archipelago. Shetland is made up of 15 islands, but since these animations take a long time to make, here are the 3 biggest ones. Mainland in the south, nestled in the middle, Yell, and at the top, Unst. And I went to this group of islands to photograph birds. Today's mission was simply to get to Lerwick by a 13-hour ferry crossing. Yeah, that wasn't the most exciting day. Today's task was to drive up the mainland, get another ferry to Yell, and then one last ferry up to Unst. En route though, I took my first photo of the trip. This is a snipe, a bird with beautifully complex plumage and the illusion of having one leg. It's unusual to see them perching out in the open. They usually tuck themselves away on the ground. And then to end the day, I set my tent up in a sheep field and ate my dinner, beans. Today, I decided to explore the island and to channel my inner birder. In a secluded bay, I noticed the long tail feathers and sleek squat posture of an Arctic skewer. I usually don't enjoy lying in wet sand, but in this case, I didn't mind. It allowed me an intimate perspective with this avian pirate. Then, to be honest, I just spent the rest of the day walking around looking at the views without taking any more photos. Today got off to an unexpected start. I was walking along a beach on Unst when my phone pinged. I feared the worst. Thankfully, it wasn't Ed asking to come and join me. What it was an alert for Orca. So I got a shift on and drove to the south coast of Unst, where I got very lucky. A pod of Orca known as the 27s were moving through Yell Sound right in front of me. Although this record shot won't win any awards, the encounter will stick with me forever. So to celebrate my first ever wild orca sighting, I ended the day with a big bowl of beans. These 4 days have been amazing. I hiked up to Hermanus every day to focus on the Atlantic puffins. These charming little ladies and gentlemen nest on the land during the summer and head out to sea for the rest of the year. They're very approachable and inquisitive, making them excellent subjects. I was photographing a single puffin sat on a big grassy ledge when another bird hopped into frame, prompting this sweet interaction. In this image, I tried to use the light more artistically, where cloud layers caused a beam of sunlight to burst through onto the ocean. I shot this image using a wide-angle lens to include more landscape. With this final puffin image, I went for a close-up whilst it's sheltered from powerful gusts. I like the eye contact and body positioning, with the head and wing feathers blowing in the wind. Despite feeling isolated at times on the cliffs, I felt an overwhelming sense of calm. Actually, that was probably because Ed wasn't there. Today, I turned my attention from puffins to Puffin Eaters, great skewers. These birds are actually quite beautiful and surprisingly sociable, despite their unfriendly reputation. I photographed this one amongst the cotton grass in the afternoon sun. It's vital to avoid disturbing these birds, so I kept a good distance and tried to stay as still as possible. This one is a bit more dynamic, as one territorial skewer knocks another from its perch to claim the lookout spot. Now, I did call these birds Puffin Eaters earlier, so if you're squeamish, I suggest you look away now. These incredible images were taken by wildlife filmmaker and photographer Martina Andres on Shetland during the same time I was there. They offer a fascinating insight into the harsh reality of life in a seabird colony. A bit brutal, but awesome photos. Shetland was blowing me away, literally. For my final 3 days on the islands, I decided to focus on the immense colonies of gannets. Here on Shetland, there are about 25,000 breeding pairs of gannets. The birds outnumber the human population by a factor of 2. I wanted to get photos of multiple gannets at once, so I positioned myself up on the cliff, looking down. I like this first image because the gannets form a lovely spiral, drawing you into the centre of the photo. And with this image, I wanted to show the savageness of the gannets' environment. I took over 1,000 images to try and make sure I captured the crashing waves at the exact right moment. Yeah, this day wasn't very exciting. I just got on the ferry and headed home. Shetland is a really special place though. I spent 2 weeks there and don't feel like I even scratched the surface, so I'll definitely be back. And maybe next time I'll let Ed come too.